Hey, good Tuesday morning, folks. KHOU 11 meteorologist Tim Pandajis here with you with a check on our radar situation. We've got some very heavy rain out there, some tropical downpours moving on through portions of southeast Texas. We're really going to focus on this slug of moisture here now impacting Fort Bend and heading up into western portions of Harris County as well, lifting out of Brazoria. That's had a history of producing several inches of rain over a short amount of time. Also embedded within this is frequent lightning too. Pair that with visibility dropping from the heavy rain, and you've got yourself a travel situation here heading up towards the 59-69 corridor and pretty much stretching all the way down through 288 from Angleton to Lake Jackson, even up just to the west of Pearland area. Alvin area kind of missing out on the rain right now, but Sugar Land getting walloped out by Needville, Richmond, Rosenberg, also seeing some heavy rain. Along Highway 6, Sienna to Fresno, heavy rain for you as well this afternoon or this morning so far, up to Mission Bend. Along 99, stretching north even towards Katy, just about to get in on some of the heaviest of the rain there. Highway 6 northbound towards I-10, Addicks, Mission Bend, some heavy rain there. We're talking rainfall rates of 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inches per hour here, so that's dropping a significant amount of rain over a short amount of time. In fact, the last 3 hours, some impressive totals here along 288, Lake Jackson, Angleton area. Radar indicated rainfall totals within 3 hours up and over 5 inches in some locations. Lake Jackson just north of there, nearly 4 inches. So that's a lot of rain, overwhelming drainage basins and leaving some standing water on area roadways. Further north into Fort Bend, Thompson's area, Fresno, just under 2 inches over the last hour, nearly 3 inches along 288 to the southwest of Manville. North of Guy, 3.3 inches, and just to the west of Sugar Land, just under 2 inches so far over the last 3 hours, and the rain continues to come on down in those areas. Now, the rain has kept temperatures nice and low. We're in the 70s in most spots that are dealing with the rain. Notice just outside of that shaft of heavy rain, College Station, Brenham, and Columbus all in the low to mid to even upper 80s right now. But really the corridor of that heavy rain keeping temperatures in the mid 70s. We do have an ongoing flood watch for most cities and counties south of I-10 through this evening, and that's for the possibility of 3 to 5 inches of rain, most of that falling over a short amount of time, which we've already seen verify in some areas. Now, the area excessive rainfall outlook lines up nicely with where the watches are currently in place. This is a 4-tiered system in terms of severity or potential of flash flooding, and we're at a level 2 out of 4 in the yellow shade in there. So high water spots are certainly a possibility throughout the day today. How does it shape up for the remainder of the afternoon? Well, as we go through lunchtime, we're still looking at that slug of heavy rain impacting western Houston, up into the Katy area, and eventually up into western portions of Montgomery. Heading towards the evening commute, though, this is a little bit concerning because that slug of heavy rain looks to redevelop coming in off the Gulf of Mexico, something we call training thunderstorms, and that pushes a little farther to the east, potentially right over downtown. If that happens right around that time, your evening commute will be greatly impacted. So pay attention to the radar before you head out later this afternoon into early evening. I think we still carry the risk up through this evening and overnight for some downpours, but it should become less coverage area for our local areas. All right, so locally over 5 inches in a lot of spots, especially to the south of the city. Brazoria over into Galveston, southern Fort Bend area there. That's the rain potential for today. And I think we do this again tomorrow, all ahead of our well-advertised fall cold front that arrives here Thursday night. We'll talk more about that coming up on KHOU 11 News at noon. We hope to see you then. Remember, all the radar and warnings are streaming live all the time on the KHOU 11 app.